everybody. I'm so glad that you're here for our first virtual art lesson. Who is ready for Pirate Week? Yay! Okay, but first, to start Pirate Week off, I have a joke for you. And if anybody else has jokes, I want to hear them. So you'll have to post them on this chat, okay? So, what is a pirate's favorite class? Does anybody know? Art class. Okay, so who is ready for the lesson? So let's get ready. Everyone, this is what we are going to be making. We are going to be making our own Pirate Wanted poster. And as you can see here from what I had posted earlier for pirate names, mine is Marooned Crooked Patch. I think that's quite appropriate since I miss Patches. All right, and also too, I want to hear everybody's pirate names. So underneath that post, I would love for everybody to post their pirate names. Okay, first thing we are going to do is go over our supplies. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a large piece of paper. I know a lot of you don't have big pieces of paper, but if you do, this works great. Then we're gonna need a smaller piece. If you do not have a bigger piece, you can take two of your smaller pieces, two of these, a regular piece of paper, cut one in half, like I've done here, and use it like that, all right? So no problem. If you don't have that, you can use a newspaper. You can tape two pieces of paper together. We just need one bigger, so we can put our picture on top of the wanted poster, all right? You need a marker. You're going to need crayons, and you're going to need a pencil and any other artwork, art piece mediums that you'd like to use. I have paint. If you don't have paint, you can use tea, you can use coffee, or you could just leave it white. It doesn't matter. All right, so we will get started. And what we're going to start on first is our bigger piece of paper. So as you can see, I left mine white, which you can do, but I also have one that I have painted. So this is the one I'm going to work with today. You can leave yours white or you can color it, doesn't matter. So we are going to take this big piece of paper, and you can have my little tray here. No rhyme or reason to the colors. You can use any color you want. You can use any technique you want. I know several of my students loved to do the splatter paint. I'm thinking of a few in particular where I still have paint on my walls at the studio from a project we did. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to paint. I have a little bit of water. We want this to look old, like it's been hanging up forever in the old Pirates Tavern. They're searching for this guy or gal. All right? And I'm not going to paint this whole thing. Just giving you some ideas. See, I'm mixing water. And remember, what color did our red and our yellow make? It made orange. You guys are so smart. You never forget that. Okay, I'm not going to do this whole thing. But also, too, if you do not have paint, you can boil a tea bag. And what you're going to do is be very careful. Have mom or dad help you. Boil some water. Dip your tea bag in, but don't keep it too long, just for a moment. And then you're going to barely wring it out, and then you're going to rub the tea bag on the paper, and that's going to make it look really old, like it's been hanging there for years and years. Another thing you can do is take some coffee and boil some water a little bit to get it damp, and then you can sprinkle it on your paper and kind of rub it around. It's going to look really old, like it's been hanging there in the weather, in the sun. It's going to look really good. Okay, so I'm going to pour that back in. And then we're gonna set this aside. We want this to dry because we're done with this part as of right now, okay? So we're gonna set this aside. Put away the paint. All right. So now that everybody has that set aside, we are gonna begin on our pirate. All right, so we need our smaller piece of paper. And I'm going to be drawing in marker so that everyone can see me, but you are more than welcome to draw in pencil and then go over it with marker or go over it with some crayon, whichever you like. And I'm going to be doing two at the same time, so you guys can kind of get some ideas as to what you're going to do. So first we need to find the middle of our paper. We need to find the middle of our paper. And why do we need to do that? Because where we start, we need to make sure that we have enough room on our paper so that we can fit the whole pirate face on. Where if we started down here and we put eyes down here, there'd be no room for our pirate's mouth and the rest. Even though it would look pretty silly, just a pirate peeking over the side of the page. It wouldn't show our whole pirate, and how would we know who's wanted? And another thing I want you to think about is, I would love for you to create these as a self-portrait. What was a self-portrait? I hope everybody remembers that. It's a picture of yourself. So what I want you to do is draw a picture of yourself, but as a pirate. How fun is that? All right, so we are gonna, here's the middle of my page. All right, everybody's found the middle of their page? And you're gonna draw a slanted line like this. And this is gonna be their eyes. And the more you make it slant, the angrier your pirate is. All right, so this one, I'm gonna make this one, he's a pretty mean pirate. I think somebody might have stole his treasure. All right, and then here's the middle of this paper. And this one's not so grouchy. All right, but there's that, all right? So then, to finish our eye, we're going to start at one end, and we're gonna make a curved line, like a half circle, and we're gonna go all the way around to the other side. All right? And then we can't forget the other eye. Right here. Make that slanted eye. Everybody see? And then we're gonna do the same on this side. All right, all the way around. Can you see my two eyes? Okay, then I'm gonna do it on this one. Draw that other slanted line. And draw that half circle. Draw this half circle. All right, does everybody have two eyes on their page? Perfect. But what do pirates usually have? For some reason, I don't quite know why, but a lot of pirates only have one eye, and they wear a patch over the other. This one is gonna have two eyes, but I think I'm gonna make this one a patch. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna color it in. All right? Now I want you guys to take your time and color yours all the way in. And make sure we're taking it slow when we get to the edges. We do not want to go out of the lines. We are gonna take our time. Okay? All right, so there's that. So to make the inside of the eyes, we're going to draw a circle on the inside of the eyes. Whoa, he's starting to look mean. Look at that. Do the same on our other one. Okay? And inside that circle, we're gonna draw another circle. Okay. So we've drawn the pupil of our pirate. And we're going to color all of that in. He is looking angry. How is yours looking? Looking good? I'm sure it is. You all are so talented. And I'm so proud of you. So color that in. You could be doing this crayon. You could be doing it with pencil. It doesn't matter. Whatever you have at home is perfect. Okay, just take your time. Now, You feel free to pause the video to catch up if you seem to be taking a little bit longer than me. That is perfectly fine, all right? You know how I love for everybody to take their time, all right? Okay, our next step is, now that we've got 2 eyes, we are gonna draw his nose, or her nose, whichever. We are going to, this one, I think we're gonna do a nose, kind of an oval shaped nose. I think that looks good on him. What do you think? I think it looks good. All right, and then we're going to come over here, and I think I'm gonna make this one a girl. So this one's gonna be a boy, and this one's gonna be a girl. And I think she's just gonna have a cute little nose like this. What do you think? I think that looks good. So now we've got 2 eyes and a nose. What else do we need to do? A mouth. I think, all right. Well, since this is a boy, I think I'm gonna make him have a mustache. So we're gonna come over here, and since pirates, they don't have barbers on their pirate ships, his mustache is not gonna be very nice looking. So we're gonna kind of make that jagged, like this. Look at that, whoa, he needs a barber bad. Look at that. Okay. But she, of course, isn't gonna have a mustache. Girls don't have mustaches. All right, I'm gonna give her a little, kind of a cheeky grin. She's got a cheek over there like that. Okay, now, let's see. We are going to get some eyebrows on these fellas. So he, of course, he's gonna have some bushy eyebrows. Look at that. Look at those eyebrows. What do you think about those? Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty mad, doesn't he? She's gonna have some eyebrows. I'm just gonna, there we go. And they don't have to be perfect. Look at, that one's a little bit smaller than that one. Nobody's eyebrows are the same, are they? I'm just gonna color hers in a little bit. I want hers black. Okay. All right, so now we have the face. It's looking really well, isn't it? Now the girls, you can add some eyelashes. I think she look good with some eyelashes. What do you think? Yeah, a little cheeky. Okay, now for him, I'd really like him to have a beard too. Let's see, I think I'm gonna draw him a little mouth like that. Hey, we got a little guess there for a minute. Look at that. Okay, so his bottom mouth, and we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna draw, look at his beard. His beard is just as messy and gnarly as his mustache. Look at that. All right, so now we need to draw the shape of the face. So what I want you to do is you're gonna come over here and you're gonna draw a line on either side of their eyes, okay? So just a short line, about as long as their eyes. You're gonna draw, and then you're gonna come down for him. You can connect it to his beard, all right? But hers doesn't have one. So you're gonna draw her chin like this. Just like a little curved line, not too much. And then you're gonna take from the bottom of that line you drew beside her eye, all the way down, connect it to her chin. Same over here, from the bottom of that line, all the way down, connect it to her chin. Look at that, she's starting to come together, isn't she? This is where you need to decide, is your pirate wearing a bandana? Are they wearing a small bandana? Are they wearing a hat? What are they wearing? You need to think about that. But I think I'm gonna do, I think he needs to be wearing a bandana. What do you think? So what we're going to do, we're gonna come up, we're gonna kind of make that short right here and connect it. Do you see that? Then we're gonna draw another line like that. You see it coming together? Over here. Draw her, start there, and come around. You like that? I'm gonna make her bandana a bit bigger, I think, because she's covering her whole head. So we're gonna go way up. Look, do you see that? Do you see where her bandana is gonna be now? And then to make it look like that bandana is tied on their head, you're just gonna draw like a little circle, like that. All right, I think I'll do his on the same side. And then let's draw a little shape like that. It looks like two ties. Wherever it fits in, doesn't matter. All right, and I think, what shapes should be on her bandana? I think, you know what, she's a girl. We're gonna put some hearts on her bandana. So we're just gonna draw some hearts. Make them go at different angles. All right. Oh, I think that looks good. Now him. Oh no, he still looks pretty grouchy. I think we should draw a hat on him. I think it would fit. We're not, but do you see what I was talking about? The room, we have his face on there, which is perfect. But obviously, because there's not a lot of room left on the paper, the whole hat isn't going to show. So what we're going to do is the hat is gonna go up, come down a little bit, and it's gonna go off my paper, okay? Then we're gonna pretend that it goes around, but don't draw Mom's table. It's gonna go around, and it's gonna come back over here, and then, can you see his hat? He's got it on a bit crooked. It must be windy on the ship today. All right, so everybody should have their face and the tops of the heads done. How does it look? I think it looks pretty good. All right, so now we're going to draw two parallel lines. Why would I draw that? Because that is their neck. Now his isn't going to show. He's got a big grumpy beard, doesn't he? So we're just going to kind of draw off over here his shoulders. Okay. We're going to draw her shoulders. All right. Now, what are your pirates wearing? I think he's the captain. He looks like a captain to me, especially with that hat on. So we are going to, for him, I think he needs to wear a captain's jacket. So I'm going to draw a straight line down the middle so it looks like a jacket. And then he's got buttons. Look at that. Now look, his beard's going over his button a little bit, so you don't draw on top of that. You want it to look like his beard's on top. How does that look? It looks pretty captain-ish, don't you think? Now here, I think she's wearing one of the typical pirate striped t-shirts. Okay, so I just drew a t-shirt collar, and she's gonna have stripes on her shirt. Just like that. There you are. So, our drawing, I think, oh, look what I've done. I didn't draw the top of his beard. Okay, so I'm gonna take this around, just kind of like we did with the girls. There, how's that? Woo! We about lost our pirate. Then he really would have been wanted. Okay, so now our drawings are complete. Now, if you drew in pencil, you can go over this with marker. You can go over it with a black crayon, whichever you prefer, or you could just leave it in pencil. It doesn't matter. Now we can start coloring. You can have whatever mediums you have at home, does not matter, but I want you to start coloring your pirate, and I want you to take your time. I want you to think about what you're going to do. So let's see. I've got lots of crayons. Look at all these crayons, my goodness. I've got this color. I think I'm gonna just work on him right now. So you know what I forgot? Goodness, she's got no hair. Poor girl. Okay, I think, you know what? She's been at sea for a long time. She's gonna have beach hair. So we're gonna make some waves in her hair. Who else's hair gets wavy when they go to the beach and it gets wet? Mine does. It gets really wavy. Okay. And hair. There we go. That's better. That is much better. Whew, you guys should have reminded me. I forgot to do her hair. Poor thing. Okay, so I've got this and I've thought about it. I think, first of all, I'm going to color his skin. So he's about this color. He's not seeing the sun much. Must be winter. Okay, so I'm going to take my time. Notice how when I come to the edge where I do not want colored past, I slow down my coloring. Okay, and I go around his eyebrows. And in between his eyes, there we go. Along where his bandana is. Okay. And like I said, if you're not caught up with me, that is just fine. You can pause this video and come back and catch up. I'm so glad everyone is here. I miss everyone so much. I cannot wait to get back into the studio and see everybody. And you know, I just thought of something else I didn't do. I've got to get used to this virtual classes. I'm not used to it. What else? Can anybody else see what I forgot to put on my poor pirates? Both of them. I know I didn't do it on both of them. What did I forget? Ears. My poor pirates have no ears. And where are my pirates going to hang their pirate earring if they have no ears? Look at that. This one. He's going to have 2 earrings. He's a pretty posh pirate. All right. And my poor girl, who I even forgot her hair. I'm going to draw some ears on her too. All right. She's even more posh. She's going to have 2 on this side. See that? Oh, that looks much better. Okay. Okay. Hold on. There's a tractor going by. I'm so sorry. Okay, now back to our coloring. So, my pirate, I think I'm going to make his hair red. Okay? So look at that. He is definitely, look at. Old Redbeard here. Is that what I should name him? Captain Redbeard. That would be good, wouldn't it? Alright, you see how I'm pressing harder down right along the edge? I want it to be a bit darker on the edge. That's just my preference. It's just what I want to do. You can do whatever you want. This is your pirate. Now remember, I want your pirates to look like you. Alright? I think that would be amazing. Now I know one of my students, everything he draws only has 1 eye. So I'm just curious if that one is going to have a patch on his eye. Because, you know, pirates are known for having just 1 eye. Finish his beard up. Okay, almost done. Take your time, take your time. There is no rush. There is no end to class. So you do not have to get these done in a certain amount of time. Okay? Hope everybody is doing well at home. Don't forget, I want to hear your pirates' names. So I want you to comment underneath my post where it has the pirates' names. Alright. Oh, don't forget eyebrows. Can't leave those eyebrows out. Oh, he's looking. I definitely think someone stole his treasure. He is not looking too happy. Okay. It's a bit windy out today. Blowing my stuff everywhere. All right. So now, let's see. I think he needs a little bit of a pink nose. What do you think? I'm not gonna press hard. I just want a little bit of a pink nose. I think he might have the sniffles a little bit. And his lip. Okay. Ooh. All right. And we'll color the inside of his mouth. Okay. There we go. It's black. You can't see in there. Color his ears, since I forgot about those. All right. I'm not going to color my whole pirate because that's going to take too long. So I'm going to move on to the next thing that we're going to do. Yeah, I'm going to make his jacket blue. We're going to move on, and I'm going to show you. Okay. Oh. And on this, can you see? I had painted green in the background. I want you to find something that has texture in it. Does everybody remember what texture is? Can you see that? You see how it has little ridges? You know what I used? This. My dining room table chairs. They have like a grass weaving on them. So I laid my paper on top of those and just ran a crayon over it and colored it green. So it shows all these little ridges, just to make it to look interesting and have some texture in it. So conveniently, I found this in one of my art bags. See, it's a textured paper. Can you hear that? It has ridges on it. So that's what I'm going to lay this on top of. And let's see, what color should be his background? I think I'm going to make his background orange. I think that's a good color for him. All right, so I'm going to watch. See, can you hear it? Yep, I can hear it. See how it's making some texture on my picture? Yep. Just gives us some interesting look to our paper. All right. All right. So as soon as you're done coloring that, you can then check your paper that you paint, your big piece of paper that you painted, or you put tea on it, or just left it white, whichever you wanted to do. And I have my paper here that I painted. I'm going to put this one aside. So I painted this one, and I used my red and orange and some water. All right, and mine is dry now. So what I'm going to do is once I'm done coloring this, I'm going to turn it over. And I have a glue stick. You can use just a bottle of glue, but remember when we use a bottle of glue, we just need dot, 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 dot. We don't need a big, long string of glue because that's just a waste, because what happens to it, it just squishes out everywhere and just makes a mess. So if you have a glue stick, you're just going to go around the edges of the back of your picture. We do not want to do it on the front because that's our picture. And then we're going to turn it over. It does not have to be straight. I kind of like it when they're crooked a little bit. They want this guy. They didn't have time to put that on straight. So we're just going to rub that down. I'm going to rub it down so it sticks really good. We don't want that to come off. All right? And now, we are going to take our black crayon or our black marker, whatever you have, and we're going to write wanted on the top of our poster. So use your finger and kind of write it on your paper, wanted, and moms and dads might have to help them write it down on a piece of paper so they can copy if they're not sure how to spell it or how to write it. But we're going to use your finger so you know where to start, because if we started over here, we would have no room to write the rest of it. We might get the W in there. So we need to make sure that we have enough room to get that wanted on there, okay? So we're gonna start here. Ooh, my crayons are nice and soft from the sun. I like this. I got W-A in, and it could be written messy. Doesn't matter, they just want this pirate. Wanted. Okay, look at that. And I got a little bit of room left, so I'm gonna write an exclamation mark. Look at that, maybe 2. They really want him. Okay, and then I didn't pick a name for him. I hope everybody picked a name for your pirates. Let's see, I'm gonna call him Captain Patches. There we go, that's a good one. Captain Patches, that sounds good. And then what's his reward? We're gonna write reward. And it can be something silly. It can be lots of money. Whatever you want. Like, look at this fella, look. Maroon Crooked Patch. His reward, for anybody's reward for getting him, 2 alligators. Who wouldn't want 2 alligators? All right, so his reward, I think, let's see. We're gonna do 3 parrots. All right, so whoever captures Captain Patches will receive 3 parrots as a reward. And that is it. You have your wanted poster. I think they are going to look amazing. And I want everybody to send me their finished posters. But remember, take your time. Everybody, I'm so glad you were able to come to our first virtual art lesson and that you were able to make your pirate wanted posters. I want to see everybody's. I want you to post it in a comment on this video. I want you to either send it to me in a message, whatever, but I would love, love, love to see everybody's artwork. I've gotten so many messages with people sending things they've been working on, and it just, I love it. I love it so much. Also too, I want you to come back through the week. We're going to be doing several classes throughout the week, and I think we're even going to do a story time, which I know everybody loves. And just glad you were all able to come. And for parents, you know, I just want to point out that pirates don't know how to spell. They spend most of their days on ships. So kids, you know, do your spelling. Make sure you know how to read and write.